What's going on, guys? It's Brendan here, BB's iPod Touch Help. Today I'll be giving you guys a review on the new iPad mini. Let's start off with the design. The iPad mini comes in a black and slate model and a white and silver model. As you see, I have the black and slate model, which I prefer over the white and silver model, but that's all personal preference. On the bottom we have the lightning port, which is nice because all Apple products are switching to that. So of course it's reversible, smaller, and just a lot better looking. The headphone jack is actually at the top of the iPad mini. I was kind of disappointed in that just because the iPhone 5, they switched it to the bottom and I was just expecting it to be down there. But again, that's personal preference and nothing really that's going to make a difference. Let's take a look at the cameras. On the front, we have the 720p HD front-facing camera that you would use for FaceTime or just some self-portraits. Then on the back, we have the 5-megapixel rear-facing camera, which takes awesome quality pictures and records in 1080p video. Moving along to the display, as we know, the iPad mini does not have the Retina display. With that being said, it is not near as bad as people are making it out to be, or near as bad as you would think. It has the 1024 by 768 resolution, which is the same as the iPad 1 and 2. And like I said, the lack of Retina display is really not a big deal for me at all because you can hardly notice it. Now you could tell the difference from non-Retina display and Retina display when it went from the iPad 2 to the iPad 3, but going from the iPad 3 to the iPad mini, it really doesn't stand out as much because of the smaller screen on the iPad mini. On the inside of the iPad mini, we have the A5 chip, not the A5X chip like we have on the iPad 3 and 4, but it's still zippy fast. Games play well, the apps open quick, and everything is just a smooth, ride-along process. And one of the things people seem to love about this iPad mini is that it has Siri, something that some people may have already had for a long time, but with the new product and possibly a new OS, some people may have not had iOS 6 when they use Siri, so there are some new commands and bug fixes. Who won the World Series?
The Giants swept the Tigers 4 inches the World Series to 0. They won the last game 4-3.
Who won the last Super Bowl?
The Giants narrowly defeated the Patriots by a score of 21-17 on February 5th, 2012.
As far as battery life goes, Apple advertises around 10 hours, and they are pretty spot on because I got around 9.5 to 9.7 hours. And probably one of the biggest things about the iPad mini, of course, is its size and just the fact that you could easily hold the iPad mini with one hand and use the other hand to browse and do emails and things like that. I actually prefer my iPad over my laptop a lot of the times when I'm out watching TV or out, at a library or at school or something like that. So all in all, the iPad mini is very fun to use. It's fast, it shoots good quality pictures and videos, has great battery life, and the biggest thing of all is that it is so portable. You get the full iPad experience on a smaller and more portable iPad. There's nothing better than that. And there are only a couple of cons that I could come up with, and neither of these two pertain to me, but the first one being that it is expensive. It's $329 for the 16 gig Wi-Fi, and it's $459 if you want to add cellular data. And the only other con is the Retina display, which again, I don't notice a difference, but I'm sure somebody out there with a microscope or something will find that it doesn't have a Retina display. But again, it's not a big difference to me. So to answer a question I've gotten quite a bit, am I dropping my iPad 3 for the iPad mini? And the answer is yes, most definitely. The reason I'm selling the iPad 3 and keeping the iPad mini is because of the portability. That's the number one thing. I get the full iPad experience on the iPad mini, except for the iPad mini is just so much more fun to use and so much more portable, and I could just see myself taking it places where I couldn't see me taking the iPad 3. And again, the speed on this iPad mini is fast. Of course, it may not be just as fast as the iPad 3, but it is very fast and everything runs smoothly. So that is my review for the iPad mini. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you have an iPad mini? Do you want to get an iPad mini? Just let me know. I'm interested to see what you guys think. I think Apple's going to have a big seller on this iPad mini. I think it's going to sell a lot more than the iPad 3 did, just because of the portability and the price and everything like that. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.